No matter the generation of the Apple Watch that you have, that OLED display looks fantastic. But it's a real shame, darn shame, that Apple doesn't allow us to install third-party watch faces. But in this video, I'm gonna go ahead and show you my list of apps that I like to use to personalize my Apple Watch. So these are the apps that actually will allow you to creatively personalize your Apple Watch. Let's get started. Okay, so real quick, if you're wondering what band I have and the case I'm using on my Series 5 44mm Sport Apple Watch, I'll be sure to include it in the video description down below. But this is a cool gift wallpaper that I got from this Wallpaper application. The app is free to download. It's called iWatch Faces. It's this one right here. When we launch it, you could browse through the categories, the many different style GIF animated watch faces they have available. But unfortunately, there is a premium subscription that you can subscribe to either weekly or such and just download the watch faces you want to download and cancel later. But it isn't necessary, because if you browse through the different images and stuff that they have, you notice that some of these are actually free. When you find the one that you like, simply just save it to your photos and just go into your iPhone's camera rolls and hit the little share icon and just scroll down where you see create watch face. And then just select the style you want. Of course, we want the full original screen, and just add. And in a matter of seconds, it's automatically updated on our Apple Watch. And then you can start playing it right away by just pressing and holding. If you want to create your very own, I did made a special video. It's its own dedicated video that you can watch. But in that video, I basically show you how to create these GIFs. But the benefits of using this app is that inside these apps, they're actually fully optimized for the Apple Watch. Like somebody else already did the work. I'm finding the perfect one that actually flows with the screen of the Apple Watch. But if you have some GIFs that you have in mind that you want to create, again, I'll include that link in the video description down below on how to create personalized GIFs. But if you browse through this app, I mean, they have categories for pretty much everything. So feel free to browse and see if maybe there's a wallpaper that you may like, because they have everything from stills to live wallpapers. Now this next app is a really unique app. It utilizes the complications to change the corners of those blank spots. So if you have a couple of complications that have pretty much nothing, just leave it blank, you could download this app that's called Rivets, and you could change the rivet to be like a screw. So see these blank dots, instead of just having it blank, I have these cool unique ribbons, and when I tap on it, I could just use the digital crown to switch between the many different rivets I could choose from. Now this app is $1.99. It's a one-time purchase, no monthly fees or anything like that, but we can change the look of your Apple Watch to have bullet holes on each corner if you like this one. Again, this works on all Apple watch faces. It just basically turns a blank complication into a bolt or something that you can like personalize your device more. And if you launch the native app on the pair iPhone, you could get a general idea how crazy or what crazy design you could create. And if you don't want bolts, you could also, another app that they made is Bezels. Again, it's a one-time purchase, but you could get a general idea of what kind of crazy creations you could make. So if you ever have blank complications for your watch face and you want to fill them up with something cool, definitely do check out these two apps. And yes, you can actually change the colors to them as well. Like this one looks pretty cool. You can really get creative with this app. Moving along, this is Watch Face Galleries. It's free to download, but unfortunately, just like all the other previous apps, there is a premium membership, but you could always just exit out of it. It's not required. But what makes this app slightly different than the other ones, not only do they have more categories, but there's actually is a cool unique edit feature. If we, let's say, look at this one for an example. Now, unfortunately, the ones I'm showing you right now are not free, but if we tap on this NASA one and we hit edit, we can actually go through the different filter effects that it has. So let me go ahead and show you one that actually is free to download. So these are the different effects, how this looks like. And then the highlight time area, again, gives you that little darker shade. Still kind of hard to tell with this darker watch face, but once you're satisfied, when you hit save, the option to create it as a watch face can just be tapped right below here. And then in a matter of seconds, once you select the position and the configurations that you want, so you could change the time position to top or bottom, and you got control for other complications, the two complications that you could fit down here. But once you add it to your photos, in a matter of seconds, it's going to automatically update to the Apple Watch. But yeah, there's so many wallpapers to choose from, and it's pretty cool that they're all optimized and focused for the Apple Watch. Like this cool retro looking one, the like old school Nintendo, and also this one as well, where you can see where you can fit the timer right above, so that lines up with everything. Pretty neat. Not a bad app. Moving along, another app that has a unique feature is Facer Watch Faces. If you follow the tutorial, they have a guide which I recommend watching because the setup process may be confusing at first, but once you have it down, once you synchronize your photo album with your Apple Watch, this is what this app allows you to do. They have a few categories of different watch faces styles to choose from. You could browse, but even these pre-made ones are pretty unique because if we look at the planet one for as an example, if you just hit the plus icon and just let it synchronize with your Apple Watch, now whenever you go back to your Apple Watch, you notice each and every time you wake up the screen, you get a different planet. So it basically automatically shuffles with the album. But instead of manually having to select the album and do everything manually, this app will basically organize this automatically for you. So yeah, if you browse through the app, you can see they have a bunch of different pre-made ones, some of which are free to download, and some of these do cost a little bit of money, like $1 or $2 is the most I've seen. But they're pretty unique because they're not boring, and again, they're specially designed with the Apple Watch in mind. And then right here is where you can actually create your very own. So the app will basically do everything for you. All you gotta do is just select the photos and it will automatically synchronize. So no need to go into your photo album, create a new album or anything like that. This app basically manages all that for you. Now, my most favorite app that allows you to customize your Apple Watch the most is AWC Faces. You'll see why I like this one the most when it comes to really personalizing your device. Because right below here we can change the title, and we can also enable this. So you could basically add text. So we could tap on this and let's add boom with an emoji. There we go. And to make things fun, let's just enable the it's. So basically you have the it enabled. Unfortunately, it's not able to be edited, but you can edit this one if you want to add like a smaller text, maybe like a reminder or something. Maybe like your anniversary date or something. This way you could memorize it by heart. Wink wink. But you can also change the colors with the text and everything. You may also change the background if you just want a solid color. Then if you slide on over to the next tab, here you can change the text, the size, the font, the position. Basically you can change it all right here on this side of the screen. And then if you slide on to the next tab, you could actually import a wallpaper from your camera roll. If you want to do that, you can rearrange it however you like. And when you're satisfied, just hit the little green icon and create as watch face. And there you go. That's how it looks like, and looks pretty neat and it's really easy to do. And then if you search with the other categories that this application has, you could find stuff like the calendar watch face. You could also browse and find some pre-made ones. There's even an editor's choice like this awesome watch face right here. This one's actually pretty cool. But yeah, set up and saves and equips it in a matter of seconds. Now this next app is more like an honorable mention. This is Watch Face. Again, you don't have to use the subscription. You can just exit off of this. But this also gives you a little bit of freedom. Not as much freedom as the other app does because everything is not really automatically organized. But here you can actually edit some of these pre-made wallpapers. You can also import some, but you could create custom text, rearrange it however you like, add emojis and such. But this is another great app if you're trying to create something that you have in mind, but you don't want to use a computer or anything like that to edit. This application will basically allow you to do that all for you automatically. Another one I just want to quickly go over is MobyFace. It's free to download. This app is pretty cool too because there's a bunch of different categories as well, so you get more themes if you're looking for like something unique like this Japanese theme I was showing you. There's also NASA right here. And there are some paid ones, which is great. And the cool thing about this one isn't bombarded with like the subscription thing or anything like that. Some of these watch faces you can actually buy, and some of them are also animated with custom animated GIFs, specifically designed again for the Apple Watch. And you can tell the developers on this app are hard at work because they're still rolling out new ones like this Mandalorian one. This is another great one to check out. So those were some Pretty cool apps that really do allow you to change the look of your Apple Watch homepage or watch face. If you guys have some suggestions, or maybe you're a developer, put that recommendation app in the comment below to possibly feature it in the next video. If you like this video, click that one, because I go through my favorite apps of all time. And then that video over there, that's a video that YouTube thinks that you will like. Their robots think you're gonna like it, so feel free to watch that one or this one. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.